Up next for the Build for Others series, I'm going to build a Hawker Typhoon and a Spitfire Mark II. Both these are 48 scale, which the majority of the planes that I will be building are 148 because I do have a slew of them to build. And this time I'm going to do some British, and then after I finish these, and I'll probably go back to doing American, then go back to doing German and British, and then I got a World War One one I'm going to do probably last because I'll have to modify it just a bit, but we'll get to that one. These are old kits, basically reissued, so it should be a blast to build and very simplified. I always like to look at the, of course, love to look at the kit, but I also like to read this side since everything made in China. This kit is made in China. So basically everything on this kit is made in China. The Typhoon, though, plastic parts molded in the USA, packaged in the USA, printed in China. But anyway, this kit's made in the USA, like the old-time kits in the 60s, that just little things. And I read a car kit, it was an old monogram Vel kit. It had, I bet it had like 5 different countries on the where the kit was made, the box was made, the instructions were made, the decals were made, and basically where the cellophane was made. It was just crazy. It listed, I wish I could remember the car. I almost wanted to buy the kit just for the how many countries of origin it came from, but anyway. Should be a great kit. I don't know, we're building specific planes. I'll have to look at the notes and I'll show everyone who we were building, and I don't know if it's a A, B, C, D, E, F, G version on either or. I just build it, paint it the way it wants it, and what decals on. But anyway, that should be, I'll start this probably New Year's Day. It's just getting started. Take a little bit of a couple of days off just to psych myself up to do it. But anyway, that's next on the bench. Hans Freighter, I've just been plugging away, not really nothing too fancy. It's not going to have a whole lot of detail. I am going to scribe, like, if you can see it, panel lines. It's going to have a little bit of detail, but it's not going to have a whole lot of detail. A lot of it you probably have to add yourself, from kit parts and everything, just to simplify the molding process. But anyway, I got the basic shape of the ship. Got to sand a little bit more, and then I'm going to seal it. And then, of course, scribe and add some more panel lines and some other detail on it. The little cargo containers, I needed basically a solid piece, and the basic easiest way to do it is take balsa foam and carve out the basically the basic shape of the. If you can see the two handles right there, plus the 4 arms. And I basically draw them out, and I just took sandpaper, and it's just, balsa foam's real easy to carve out real quick. As you can see where I gouged it just a tad, I just got to straighten it up, and then I'm starting to cut out the arms. And then what I'll do is I'll just go in with basically a pencil, and I'll scribe in the containers in here, if you can see them. And it'll be generic. It won't be like 100% accurate. I try to hit like the 90s because I really don't want to have an exact replica. I like to have a little bit of a variation, just so you can keep it where you can make a different ship. You don't have to make the exact ship, because I'm not a big fan of it's got to be 100% accurate, or no one can buy it. I like a good starting point, and then I can add to it or whatever. You don't, because there was probably a bunch of freighters out there, not necessarily Hans, in different configurations. But anyway, I'm going to sculpt that out so I can have a good, basically a block of cargo containers, so you can be able to put that on. And that's just basically what I've been doing. And I'll probably sand a little bit more a day, just kind of on and off while stuff dries and everything. One thing I want to do balsa foam is I found a way to make it stiff, and that's Stiffy. That's a fabric softener. The more coats you put it on, the harder it gets. Now, if you want to like use it for a, say you was making a base, that stuff is good because you're not going to handle it. Since I'm going to vacuum form it, I need something a little harder. So I want to experiment. I ain't done it yet. I'm going to probably take some resin, mix that up with a brush, and I'm going to coat it, and I want to see how the balsa foam absorbs the resins. What I'm curious. It's one thing I've never done. I want to do it on this one just to see and make sure, see if that works out, and then I can be able to vacuum form it all day long without worrying of breaking the foam, because the heat with the plastic will, I want to say, grabs the foam, but you can see all the porous detail when you do styrene on it. But anyway, that's my little adventure on Hans Freighter, which I'm just trying to plugging along on it slowly but surely. But anyway, that's what I got going on so far on that. So I'll keep everyone updated on that, and then we'll be starting the Typhoon and the Spitfire. So stay tuned for the next exciting episode.